Well, hello everybody and welcome to Above the Snow. This is quite a special one. The developers and publishers actually invited me to take part in the playtest. Once again, this is just a playtest, so there might be quite a few little bugs and stuff like that in there. But anyways, Above the Snow is join the shelter crew and create the best alpine resort in this cozy narrative tycoon. Enjoy rich character stories, attract and rescue alpinists, manage your resort, and forge new trails. Grab your map, pour a warm cup of tea, and brace for the harshest winters of the 1960s. Well, we have campaign available, obviously. Now, we're only allowed to show you the prologue and chapter 1. We don't want to spoil the story, you know, so let's get right into it.
Francis, my friend, how many chances have I given you? Only for you to waste them. What was so unclear in my instructions? What did you expect walking in there alone?
I truly regret it. I want to fix it. Undo it. Is there any chance?
A chance? In my world, every favor's a tab you'll have to settle. Say, have you ever been to the Alps? In the Swiss part, there's a place, the Corrodon region. Massive ridges stretching between three valleys. Cold enough to cut through bone, but beautiful. Those places aren't for me, but maybe you'll learn to appreciate the mountains.
And what exactly would I be doing there?
Ever heard of mountain shelters, Francis?
Shelters? Like the ones for animals?
No, my friend. Out there, any spot you can call safe is worth its weight in gold. Mountain trails wind on through cold winds and blinding blizzards. Out there, even the echo seems too frightened to speak back. In the middle of all that chaos, brave alpinists built shelters. Little havens for those heading toward the summit. The only warm places in those vast, dreamy lands.
Where exactly are you going with this?
Slowly. First things first. Get rid of that damn bag.
Okay, well that's quite new. I've tested it a little bit, tried to do a recording previously, but it did not go very well. I didn't record the game audio, so yeah, hopefully this time it goes around much easier. So we're going with something original, Crunchington Villa this time. So this is the name of the shelter. Alright, Francis Harland, cold as hell. And Eva Harland, what do you expect up in the mountains this time of the year, genius? I don't know. Half the night we were talking about cozy hotels, blankets and tea with honey. You'll have a whole month to get your blankets and tea. In a season, the shelter's supposed to be running like clockwork. Peter wants it to be the most popular spot in the region. Then we've got a lot of work ahead of us. Renovate the whole place, redraw the trails, build up the reputation. Makes me wonder if it's even doable with such a small team. I have no idea, but what choice do you have? If we fail, the only warm thing you'll get is prison porridge. Fair point. Alright, let's take a look at the map. We need to figure out how to even get to this shelter. Okie so welcome to Above the Snow. You can revisit all the coming tutorials by clicking a companion button. Nice. Let's click that. Welcome! This tutorial will guide you through the technical aspects of the game. Remember, you can always revisit the tutorial by clicking the icon in the top left corner of the screen to close the window. Naturally, and then we have all the little buttons on how to do so. So it's essentially the same stuff as with most little games. Let's see, so zooming in. We've got a little counter over there. Peter mentioned his brother's hovel. is somewhere out here. It looks like it's quite a hike. Eva, where'd you go? Here, I found us a guide. Marek Kamiński. Hi there, Marek Kamiński. Eva asked me to run some training for you. Nice. You didn't mention we'd have company. Relax, Marek, solid. We've done a few climbs together. He's a world-class pro. Appreciate it. I'll get you started, but the real work is on you. And trust me, there'll be plenty. If you want to be the best, there are no shortcuts. Eva, you're not worried he'll find out about my little deal? Marek's been a friend for years. You've got nothing to worry about. With him teaching, we'll have this place up and running in no time. Alright then, so what's the plan, Mr. Kamiński? How do we get to the lodge? If we want to arrive with all our fingers and toes, we'll need to pick the route, the right route. Wait, with all our fingers? What, you'd rather come back with frostbite? Preferably not. That's why the route needs planning. Let's take a look at the map. Yes, I see two marked national trails leading there. One from town and one from the market. Sounds like good news. Definitely. Means we won't have to cut our way through the wilderness. Less risk that way. As the saying goes, being a good climber isn't the trick. The real trick is to be an old one. Okay, time controls. We obviously have those over there, so we can set the speed to 3. As per usual. Shortcut is also the 1, 2, 3 button. Ugh, that's steep. Francis says. We made it, good work. Ugh, huff, buff. You said this was gonna be easy, Marek. I said we wouldn't have to cut trail. These paths haven't been used in years. Francis, didn't you brag about being in peak condition? Peak condition? Hilarious, really, absolutely hilarious. Let's take a look around. Allegedly, Pedro's brother still runs this dump. Judging by the state of it, I'm starting to doubt anyone's running anything here. Alright, we got the views. You can switch between views. Yeah, let's do that. If you are interested in this game, feel free to go to the little page on Steam and go wishlist it for you. It's coming out in 2026. I'm not exactly sure when, but definitely go wishlist it. I think this has a lot of promise. Right, to switch shelter and yard, key the individual floors, hold shift and use mouse. I guess you can use the buttons. You can scroll while holding shift or use the tab key. Shelter map is map. Okay. Francis, there's no one here. This place looks like it's been abandoned for years. Well, that's not what I was expecting. You're not wrong. And who the hell are you? Here, my card. Raymond Leon. I'm gathering material for a documentary on the region's history. Coroner's Journal, the press cares about this. I thought nobody from the city bothered coming up here. Mountaineering only getting more popular. And these are some of the highest peaks in this part of the Alps. The Coroton valleys are overlooked. One good story could change that. And I'm guessing the city gave you a mountain of cash to fund this. Not exactly, the city's budget's a mess. I'm doing this after hours in my own time. Admirable. Wasting your free time on this. Which is why I should be heading out. No owner around means no story to chase. If you don't want to spend the night out in the wild, I'd suggest you do the same. Take care. Strange, no message, no nothing. Pedro and Nicholas were writing letters. Sadly, people vanishing in the mountains isn't rare, especially when they head out alone. We should fix that radio tower and alert the city. Righto, time to fix it. This looks absolutely wonderful. Let's have a look-see here. Repairs and durability. Each building has its own durability affected by the weather. When it drops to 0, the building stops functioning. To repair it, select the building and assign a worker to the repair slot. we can do that. Francis will be doing that. Thank you very much, sir. Alright, there he goes. Up the trail. Oh, that's a far way to go. Oh, a steep one. Alright, fix it up, sir. Hope everybody is having a wonderful day. Hopefully everybody had a wonderful weekend. If you are watching this, it should be up on Monday, so if not, hope you're having a wonderful week. Alright, the radio tower is a key element in the development of the shelter. It allows you to use the tech tree to unlock various services, goods, and technology. Without working radio tower, guest morale falls and you lose access to the tech tree. So we definitely need that. Alright, the tower's up. We can finally call the city and... Easy boy. Grr. Who the hell are you? Speak up quick. Brutus hasn't had dinner after his walk yet. Well, if he eats me, at least I won't have to hike back down the damn trail. We're terribly sorry, sir. The shelter looked deserted. We thought something had happened to you. I'm Eva Harland. This is my cousin, Francis. Harland, you say? So you did get Pedro's letter, huh? I did, and I'm not changing my mind. I don't need a bunch of amateurs around here. I can take care of myself. Yourself? Sure, old man, but the hotel, not so much. This place looks like a dustbin with windows. Francis, how dare you, brat? If you read the letter, you know what our plan is, and since you're still here, it means our deal still has a chance. Not if I sick the dog on you. The shelter's mine. Nobody tells me what goes on here, not even Pedro. I think we may have started off on the wrong foot. Mr. Nicholas, I truly apologize for barging in. We came here to offer help. I've got plenty of mountain experience, and Francis, he's quite strong. He can help with running errands. Don't care about... Hold on. Who's that sneaking around the dining room? That's Murray Kaminsky, our expert. He's here to help us get started. Knew he looked familiar, and of all people you bring in that ace, I'm ashamed he has to see this place in this state. We've gathered a crew to get the shelter back on its feet. Please give us a chance. Merrick lit up when he heard someone wanted to revive this place, this part of the mountains. Maybe this really is a chance to bring life back to the valley. You're tugging at my pride now. I need to think this over. Looks like you found the owner. Mr. Kaminsky, a pleasure. Likewise, so shall we get to work? Sun's going down fast. We'll need food, firewood, and heating. Nights up here can be treacherous. Let's start by clearing out the garage. We're going to need the snowcat. Righty. Time to fix up the garage, which is right over here. It's in pretty poor...
Consider it done.
And we want this to be done as quick as possible. So let's send out both of them. I mean, this looks absolutely stunning. I can't wait for the full release. Looks like we got some rubble going over there, some rubble going over there. Let's see, can I want to change the camera angle. I want to see more. Doesn't seem like we can, but it seems like there's a big... Oh, there's a waterfall over there. That is gorgeous. Alright, let's see. Are they done yet? There we go. Nice. Garage is clear, but what is this hunk of junk? My friends, meet all rust bucket. Looks like the love child of a tank and a rusty bathtub. Snowcats are used for mountain work all over the world. As long as you got visibility, they're the best way to haul supplies. Before you set off, take out some of my old furniture. Selling it off should cover your starting expenses. Sounds good. Right, let's get in here. So selling, we need to click this one right over here. And then just do a little bit of that. So yes, it does seem like I know what I'm doing. It's because I wanted to do this as a blind playthrough, but once again, like I said, recording was a bit of a mess. So yes, I've got a little bit of experience in this now. Just a tiny bit. Time to clear it up. Got a lot of things to sell. So we're gonna go with that. Little Brutus over there. Right, so we just want to make $1,000 bucks. Go for those, and then actually we can sell off all this actually. Well, no, it's not really necessary for all of these, if you take into consideration that we already have the money, but I mean, sure, why not? Let's get rid of all of these. We're going to want to have a nice fresh start. This really does look like something I could do a full playthrough on. Okay, that's not going anywhere. I mean, yeah, that looks good. Right, okay, so you do delivery. Click the delivery button to set up supply order. Need to add a vehicle, so it's our little snowcat over there, and we add a worker. I'd say Francis can go do that. And then we need, what's that, 100? As well as 100. Good, good. I guess we can commence the task. Great work. The snowcat's on its way with supplies. Now let's grab the radios. Communication in the mountains is essential. That way we can stay in touch, even when someone heads out on the trail. Testing, testing. Do you hear me? Or do you read me? Loud and all. What did you just say? It doesn't seem like those two are going to get along, is it? Okay, anything else? Let me just check out this. This is really awesome. Okay, so we got a whole bunch of little rooms that we can build up into what I suppose is a place to stay. Anything up here? Oh, there's a whole nother floor up here. Suppose that is where Nicholas is living. Alrighty, let's see. Wait for delivery, and we're gonna go to the trail map. Speed things up, and off they go to the market, where they collect and return. Celestial Grove. There's so many interesting stuff over here. Many interesting things. Alright, let's have a look see here. Okay, the delivery's back. Time to prep some rations. So yes, indeed, that is going to be necessary. Okay, so we gotta go to the kitchen. Oops. I'm not at the kitchen. Thank you. Keep it nice and slow. Okay, add worker. I would like to add 2 of them, I guess, for now.
Of course, you and your
Prepare 10 food rations using the kitchen panel. Alright. I guess we're doing those. I guess so. Yeah. Alright, let's see what we get. Okay, so raw food over here, and those are the rations we got. This is wood. That is glorious. Let's get that going. Good. Alright, I think that's 10 of them. Yes, good. Click here to select meal size. Bigger meals use more rations, but boost guest morale. Skipping meals will lead to morale penalties. Naturally, we don't want that happening. So, food's ready. Now it's time to get the heating going. Of all the things that can kill you in the mountains, cold is your worst enemy. That it is indeed, sir. Alright, so what are we doing? We're doing heating. The panel allows you to decide which areas receive heat and what power level. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, didn't know about the whole area allocation thing. Shutters as well as the amount of wood consumed to fuel central heating furnaces. Alpinists staying in cold areas will lose morale, and workers will risk getting ill. We definitely don't want that happening, so always adjust your heating level to the current temperature. Nice. So heating, definitely heating. Okay, so this obviously shows we already have some heat. Let's see. I'd say places where the people are going to be mostly is going to be I suppose this is like a dining area. So I can slap a few of them in there. Just like that for now. I know they say 5. I'm going to just add a few extra. And then obviously I guess this is reception. No, get it there. Yeah, there we go. And then maybe some up here as well. So I'm going to go with that one over there. This is already kind of heated, so okay, I can't really build anything in there right now. And then yeah, just one over there as well. Cool. Now to turn on the heating to 20%. Let me just check this quickly. Alright, there we go, heating. Okay, so click here to control heating level, adjust it to always stay in warm temperature. So set the heating power to 20%. There we go, lovely. Now we wait. Remember, the higher you set the power, the faster it warms up, and the faster we burn through wood. Exactly. That's why proper and often heat setting is so important. Less fuel wasted. Okay, so we are now waiting on the heat. Now that we got heat, maybe it's time we clean up this place. I don't see any mess. Well, I saw your mud burying a bone in the rubble on the 2nd floor. Maybe Brutus just likes it that way. I'll grab some brooms. It won't take long. Alright, so we are going to the tech tree. Why is that? Let's select this one. So, the top side of the tech tree allows you to unlock various facilities. The right side deals with the furniture, the bottom side or downside with the crew, and the left side with equipment. Alright, so we got equipment on this side, we got inventory on this side, and we got a pretty big area we can go to. That's going to be a lot of things over here. So, not going to give away anything over there. So what do we need now? We need a room. I want to go with a bigger one, to be quite honest. Yeah, that's good. Got ourselves a nice big room over here now. That looks wonderful. And then unlock a new zone of the yard using the tech tree. Okay. So we are doing this one. And then where is that? I think it's the outside zone, isn't it? Yeah. So we got ourselves over here. And we would like it to be... What's that? Okay, so that's the garage. Let's go with that one. Good work, team. Oh, lovely. We can finally go to bed now. It's not even that late. Remember in the mountains the sun just sets earlier. Night hikes are dangerous and evenings are long, but best to use the time wisely. Perfect moment to catch up on shelter duties. We should set up a few basic buildings. That'll boost the site's safety. We should have enough wood for it. And if not, there's always more to chop in the woodshed. Now that's wisdom worth hearing. Let's get it done. Zone unlocked. Unlock survival essentials in the tech tree. We can do that. Survival essentials. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Alright, so that gives us woodshed, rescue center, a weather station, rental shop, allows you to continue Francis' story. Good. Okay, so out we go. Okay, pull the weather shelter. So weather station. Wait, are they still busy cooking? Wait, stop it. Jeez, like take a break. Alright, let's just slow down time. Building facilities, there we go. So we need a weather station. I'd say we don't want it to be in a weird spot, so we're going to do there. And then we'll add the woodshed around about over here. I do love the fact that you can actually basically build it wherever you would like to build it, I suppose. There we go. And then we use this, we add a worker who is not tired at the moment. So we'll go with
Consider it
Francis.
done.
Now Francis needs to gather us a good, lovely 30 wood. There he goes. I think this is pretty cool. Really, really enjoying this. This is actually stunning. Now, naturally, like I said, there are going to be a few bugs here and there. I haven't found one myself, but it is what it is. That's just how it goes, early access, and also this is a pre-alpha, naturally, so it's still in a work in progress, and I must say I'm quite honored to be invited to this by a wandering wizard and above the desk. Okay, stamina. Workers can get tired and their tasks becoming slower and taking unscheduled breaks when pushed too far. To avoid this, always let them rest when their stamina is low. Alright, yeah, no, naturally. So, Yutta, I need you to stop. We've got only... who can go? Okay, Nicholas is next. So we can actually add 2 workers, that's pretty cool. I mean, it's just that one. Right, so just another 10 is required. There we go, lovely, great job. The woodshed isn't the most efficient thing, but it's a lifesaver in a crisis. Definitely going to be used. Now let's put up some furniture and make sure visiting alpinists have at least a bit of comfort. That's gonna cost us. Don't worry about that for now. Once the first guests arrive, their fees should cover all expenses. Forget it, no one's set foot here in ages. Relax, I've got a surprise for you. Okay, so what I'm gonna do first is we're going to build a little bit nice thingies over here. So to keep alpinists happy, it's essential to meet their expectations for comfort, recreation, and storage space. Check current expectations in the building menu. So it's basically just those thingies you're going to see in the bottom. Each object you place boosts 1 or more expectation. Okay, so exceeding thresholds raises the level, giving a morale boost to all alpinists, while falling short result in a penalty. Naturally. Right, so we are building. What do we need? So we need to get 3 beds going. I guess this is going to be what we're looking for. So sleeping. Good. And then into build mode, we need a few simple beds. So it says we're going to have to build. Oh, and we can actually change the style a bit. It's very basic, but you know, I think it looks great. Gonna have a bed right over there. One in this corner. I would actually like to have a little bit of heating in here as well, because I mean, it's gotta be freezing. Ah, quest completed. Nice. And then I'll just add 1 extra rando bed over there. Okay, cool. Let's see. Wait for the mysterious guests to arrive. Sure. While we do so. Okay, we've got everything we need. Now let's wait for that surprise. Look at the map. The surprise is on its way. It is? Lovely, that's wonderful. Yep, there it is. Okay, so we are expecting... Let's see what's that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay, cool. 4 of them. Let's get them in there. Yeah, okay, great. Let's get back to the shelter. I just want to go, nope, to the bottom floor. And then, no, not the trail map. Just want to see the yard. There we go. Oh, there they are. Wonderful. Okay, you need to stop what you're doing. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Nicholas. We appreciate your hard work. So woodshede's good. That's nice. Mayor! How lovely, long time no see, Nicholas. What's she doing here and who are all these people? I took the liberty of inviting Madam Mayor and her team. Their visit will test your readiness. It will also help me decide whether we can restore your permits, Nicholas. Hold on, we're running this place illegally? At the moment it seems so. That's why we can't officially place the shelter on tourist map. If you hadn't been cozying up to the competition, there wouldn't have been any problems. That's not on me. The inspection ruled that your facilities were far below standard. Mr. Kaminsky told me you're trying to reopen the shelter. I'd be glad to see for myself. We are ready. We won't let you down, Madam Mayor. Well, let's hope not. Alright, faulty delivery. Okay, from the open supply crate wafts a nasty sour stench of half-rotten fruit. Unfortunately, it seems someone on the crew mistakenly ordered a few hundred kilos of spoiled potatoes for compost instead of top shelf tasty deluxe rations. No time to wonder how this happened or who's to blame. Everybody knows. Action is needed. Guests are starting to catch a whiff. Okay, so giving up a good old little... That's quite cool. Gives us a few options here. Maybe toss it into the soup. They won't smell that bad. All albinus event, minor penalty. Maybe we can salvage a little something for the crew. Yay? Not really a big fan of that. I don't have enough raw food. Oh dear. Alright, well, I mean, let's not feed it to them. I had a feeling things were going too smoothly. This isn't the first time. Running a shelter is never easy business. We need to act fast. Fresh supplies are priority. If you've got the funds, hiring a helicopter would be smart. Air transport doesn't care about mountain terrains. The only thing you'll need to worry about is, are the weather and the bill. I think I know someone who can help with that. Don't tell me you've got a pilot buddy. Let's just say I have a friend in the mountain transport company. I'll give you the number, but I'd rather not get directly involved. Where's Nicholas?
I don't need
Alright, let's just get ourselves in here. Alright, so acquire... Let's see. Acquire 100 raw food using the air service and delivery. Repair the landing pad first, naturally. So let's go back to the yard. Gotta get this all fixed up. Let's say maybe we could use both. No, we can't use both. We can just use one. But it's definitely necessary to get that fixed up. Can we get it done? Yes, we can. Right, let's have a look-see. Landing pad. Almost there. You can do it, Francis. You're getting a little bit tired. If all else fails, go and take a rest now. Alright, cool. Alright, so we have the landing pad now. Beautiful. I guess now we can go to delivery. Click here to assign an air vehicle. We want the helicopter. Helicopter, you don't need to add the worker. That is great. Really loving it. So once again, we want 100 food, and then let's see, set a double meal using the kitchen panel and wait for the selected meal. Now actually I believe that we need to firstly get that over here. Well, enough furniture to raise the expectation, one expectation factor to surpass level. Okay, I guess we can try that. So something that is going to be important for that. Wait, double meal, I guess, but I mean, we don't have anybody working here just yet. Considering we don't have enough food. Double meal, dinner, good, no, it's fine. Let's just raise it up to there. We'll put someone in there in a second. Now, I would like to have some tables. Do we have tables here? Surfaces? Simple table, coffee table, simple cabinet. Oh yeah, that would be nice. I'll get that one. Let's unlock the first few. There we go. Yeah, let's do that. So this would mean we can now... What is the warmth? The warmth isn't great, is it? Oof, that's really not great. How much wood do we have? Okay, so it will last for 14 days. Let's just push this up a little bit. Gotta heat things up a little bit more. And then what I like to do is no delivery. Need to go to bold mode. And then let's do a nice little table. Oh, look at that. That's lovely. Let's do something. Actually, this looks nice. Right, we want to have a nice little table for them with a nice little chair as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna be nice and warm here. Oh, there we go. That should do it, I think. And then we want to give them a nice... Okay, so the comfort is going up, which is great. Place them a nice few little comfy couches over there. Or armchairs. Oops. There we go. I think that should do it. What else do we have for comfort? So a radio. I guess we could place a radio over there. That's gonna push up that a little bit. Magazine. Oh, that's jumpy. There we go. Can do that. I'm alright with it being just plain old little colors at the moment. So that's in the warm area. That's also in the warm area. That's lovely. And then for comfort, I suppose we could actually just go up here because this is still cold. So let's just... Oops, this. I can't put it here. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Right, so that's nature problem. We'll just place it over there. We'll place that over there. And then we need to have a little bit of storage here. So I would say a bedside table for each. There we go. Not sure if this has an impact on the comfort. Does it? No. A simple cabinet right over there. No, is it? Yeah. I guess we can go with a simple cabinet. But now the comfort brings, it needs to go up. Guess we could have like 2 of them there with a nice little coffee table inside here as well, so that if they want to just come sit down here for a little bit, they can. We are busy running low on the money. And then I guess we could do just one more coffee table over here. Nope, it's not the one. Oh, okay, we don't have those. Interesting, interesting. And then entertainment. Okay, we do have a radio over there. Let's add a radio over here as well. I guess, I don't know. Not exactly sure how to get all of these going up as they should. But anyways, let's see now. Alrighty, we got ourselves a delivery. So air vehicles, tasks can also be carried out without ground vehicles using... Okay, well, I mean, we already read this, isn't it? Well, they gave the idea. So let's see. Oh, John the pilot. Hello, everyone. Great to start another partnership. What a view you've got up here. Hey, that was some lightning fast delivery of yours. I just hope I didn't beat the cargo up too badly. If anything's wrong, let me know. Francis Harlan, I presume. Wow, that name brings back memories. Memories? Pretty sure we've never met. Do you a relative named Eva. I used to be with a girl by that name. We were even engaged once. Maybe? Never heard about that one. Wait, what's this? She's going to stab us in the back and run off to the competition. Excuse me, what are you talking about? Out with it, kid, no excuses. I won't let one of my workers sell us out again. Worker? Eva works here? That's wonderful news. Where can I find her? I've missed her. We've got so much to catch up on. This has got to be some kind of mistake. You've got no business here, John. Eva! We ordered a service, not small talk. Could we at least... No, absolutely not. We don't have time for this. Forget it. Or maybe just... I said no. Alright then. Well, if you need more runs, I'll see if I can get my boss to cut you a discount. Yikes, that was rough. Did he really deserve to be brushed off like that? He seemed like a decent guy. Trust me, he's not. He's a total douche. And you'll just have to take my word for it. But man, you did say we'd get a discount. Discount or no discount? If he's a douche, he's a douche. Alright, let's just get back down over here. Alright, so set a double meal. And then we need to just assign our workers for this to happen.
It'll be done in no time.
I suppose that's enough people. No, wait, no, not you. You are already quite tired. Nicholas, get yourself back in there. Okay, so they're neutral about this. Let's just have a look-see here. I'm not gonna be too mad if we could have some more warmth, you know? Warmth is fair, I suppose. Where else do we need warmth? Let me just have a look here. Okay, so it's quite cold here. What's down there? Anyways, let's just add a little bit more heating. Maybe we'll get that comfort up a little bit more if we got more heating. One right there. And then let's just go up. Alright, so with a little bit of tweaking over here and just a little bit more heat, we got our reputation up a little bit. So we got that one up a level, which is wonderful. So set a double meal using the kitchen panel. We are busy with that one, so I believe that should happen next. Beautiful. Okay, so they're very neutral about the temperature around these here parts. Which, I mean, sure. Let's see, this is gonna help us for another 6 days. I don't know if I've got a lot of money, but that is perfectly fine. What is the selected meal time? I mean, we got both of them, so that's gonna bring in some money. Nice. Alright, so I guess we'll have to prepare the meals. Got someone over there just standing there warming up his behind. I mean, we are preparing the meal times. We'll just wait for the selected. What is the selected? Oh, there we go. Everyone's busy. Might be the perfect time to stash that damn bag. If Eva or the old man stumbled across it, I'd be in deep trouble. You won't spill the beans, will you, boy? Gonna help me find a good hiding spot? Bluff. Atta partner, let's get to work. I've found some perfectly good wood in old man's cellar. Crisis averted. You all did great. Now we just have to keep the meals coming and make sure the mayor doesn't freeze. If guests head out on the trail rested and satisfied, the risk of accidents drops a lot. Sometimes it pays to go the extra mile for people tackling a tough climb. Better safe than sorry. Alright, let's just stop these ones from doing what they're doing. We've got enough food for now, I suppose. Alright, open the trail map and then finish the quest while waiting for the next set of instructions. Trail map. There we go. Okay, path segments are the only way to travel through Corrigan region. To build a path, select the path segment and select the point on the map. Okay. Then click on the target to connect it. You can also click an empty spot to create an intermediate point from which you can continue. Next segment, depending on the slope and the terrain the path runs through. Okay, this is pretty cool. The segment line will change difficulty and this is awesome. So you can make your own trails. That is awesome. Alright, so let's do a trail. So trail tasks is a hiding spot. So click here to locate the trail task. Got it. Alright, and then what are we doing here? As you currently don't have the path connected to the Chill Crest slope, you need to build one if you want to complete the task. Open the building mode. Got it. Now we're building a path segment. It costs money naturally, but that's fine. All tasks beyond the shelter are managed through trail tasks. Okay, cool. Appear as a clickable icon on the trail map next to the nameplate of the location and as an entry in task browser. To accept a trail task, you must assign a worker and the route in the trail task window. Okay, you can also use land vehicle to shorten the travel time and make it safer. After clicking the select route button, click a series of points, starting with the shelter and ending with a location of the trail task. Once the route is defined, confirm it and you are ready to tackle the trail task. Okay, that's nice. Alright, so what do? We select this. So this is a hiding spot. We want to use vehicle maybe? What's that? I mean, sure, we should probably. We add a user, there we go, a worker, there we go, and then we set up the route. So from where are we doing this? I need to see where this is. I'm a little bit lost right now. Okay, so there we are. And we are heading up to... Oh dear, hold on. To here. Okay, so we're heading up here. From here. I mean, that doesn't seem too bad. Alright, so let's go. You're selected. Okay, just had to figure this one out for a second there. Let's see, so what do we have over here? We got a whole bunch of little things we need to add here. Let's just go for a not too steep road, I suppose. And then we need to get up here to Chill Crest Slope. Alright, so we're not going to make it complicated. I'm just going to go all the way around, quite easy. Nothing too serious. Oops, that's too long. Too short. There you go. Alright. That should do the trick. So that is going to be the path that we need to build, and then we're just going to go over here. As the target is connected, time to spin the to send out the task. Open the task panel. Got it. Yeah. Set up the route. So from here all the way up this way until we find right over here. Okay, it seems that your route is ready. Click here to confirm and fill out the rest of the task. Nice. Confirm the route, add a vehicle, add a worker, and commence.
Chop, chop.
Off he goes. There we go. So complete the trial task, hiding spot. There we go. We got that one. Finish other quests while waiting for the next set of instructions. I do believe this is pretty much what we have to do at the moment. We got some people that's busy getting happy. Oh, that's awesome. I am loving this. This is looking really good. Now, Francis, where were you? We need you. Oh, wasn't feeling too great. Had to step out for some fresh air. Must be the altitude and the thin air. Right, that must be it. I'll just remember to breathe less or something. Very funny. Nicholas, does the trail up the mountain we visited back in 25 still exist? Is this some kind of courtship? I'm not looking for a bride. Haha, ever the sharp one. I just thought I'd show our town hall crew the best this valley has to offer. I don't doubt it. Can you believe not a single one of them has ever climbed before? Crazy. That old trail up Sturmspitze, I think. Probably buried long ago. Most of the old routes are gone. Nobody's restored them in years. Maybe we could rebuild them. A wonderful idea. Remember, a good trail network serves at least two purposes. First, it uses the natural terrain to get climbers safely to the top. Second, it caters to very different groups of alpinists. Meaning, a leisurely trail for beginners is a whole different beast than a challenge for the pros. Then maybe we should start by finding out the mayor's tastes. Alright, so Alpine's group. This gives us quite a bit of information over here. Okay, so Alpine's groups. Here you can see group types. Alright, so that is the group types. Alright. Here you can see groups traversal, the climbing skills. Okay, so they're not extremely good, these ones. The higher the difference between the trail's difficulty, the higher risk of accident. Alright, here you can see groups goals. So the goal is to go to Espritval, I suppose. Here you can see the goal. If you don't have a trail leading to it, they'll leave the shelter disappointed after 2 days. Okay, I guess we can quickly finish up this little thing. I know we can show you the prologue and chapter 1, but it's going to be quite a long video, so I am going to say that we are going to quickly build this and then we will be ending this video. So, clicking Alpine's icon right over there, yes. Okay, so now we know the mayor's a casual stroller aiming for Espritval. Let's line that up with our notes. Okay, so guestbook. Oh, that's pretty cool. Casual stroller. So we are looking for anything that is between a 2 and a 3, it seems. Okay, those are the desires of the group. If your trail has those tags, then they are more likely to take it, and they will reward you with reputation. Okay. Everything suggests the ideal choice would be a gentle trail, under 45 degrees of incline. And it better run through the forest for at least a stretch. Amateurs just love those snowy landscapes. Yes, of course. So we're making a route. Piece of cake. Remember, just marking a route isn't enough. What, are we supposed to hold the tourist's hand too? Very funny, Francis. The trail still needs proper preparation. Exactly. Once route is marked, it has to be secured and clearly signed. Okay, on the tougher stretches, it's worth adding barriers or safety chains. What's next? The cable car for the lazy ones. For those who want a view, a cable car is actually a great idea. Only once the path is marked and prepared, we can set the trail, the official trail. It has to lead from the shelter to the point of interest. Right, so using trail list menu, you can build new trails. Okie dokie. And see the existing ones. To create a new trail, you click the create new trail button. Okay. And then select all of the points you want to include in your trails, starting with the shelter. The ones the route is outlined, click the confirm route button. Keep in mind, if a trail is too long, alpinists traveling at night, include camp points in your long trails. A trail cannot form a loop. Alpinists know how to navigate the trails themselves. Okay, we don't need to force them to walk in circles. A trail needs to start with the shelter. Righto. So I suppose we need to go out there. With the trail map. Okay, so they want to go to over here. Oh, it's not that far. Nice and close. Click here to search for mentioned goal. Okay. Click here to create a trail. Wait, hold on. Oops. Over here. This panel's empty. Mark it down. So I am looking for this right over here, which isn't that difficult to find. So let's just go. That one. Yes, that is what we're looking for. Now I would like to have a... There we go. Cool. So now trails. Create a trail. We want to do one from here. Wait, here we go again. Another building node. Path segment. Too short. We don't want too high incline. Yeah, that'll be good. Because it's not really a big one, so yeah, that's pretty decent. That is what we need. Then I would say I don't think we really need something more than that. Okay, it's there. Got that. Got this. Yep. Create a trail. So we want to set out our trail like so. That is awesome. Confirm our route once again. This is going to be the, let's say, Golden Oldie Trail. Not too bad. Not, yeah, it's just nice. And then we'll use Nicholas to do that one. And then commence.
Too old for this.
No, you're not. There we go, building the trail, and off we go back to the shelter. Okay, what am I missing? Okay, build a path leading to set the trail using trail menus. And include a forest tag. Oopsies. I forgot about that one. I mean, I guess we can quickly figure this one out. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, hold on. I made oops. Let's see if I can quickly fix this. So I remove this segment all the way to here. Okay, I do apologize about that. I actually ran into a bit of a bug. So after adding these segments, it didn't want me to create the trail. And it bombed out a little bit. So I couldn't close this. I couldn't do anything. So anyways, we got that now. So at least we have the little foresty spot in there as well, with a max of 15 degrees. So let's try and do this again. Golden Ollies trail. Oops, not trail. Trail. There we go. Let's submit it. Okay, we got our trail mapped out. Now someone has to head out and mark it in the field. A whole lot of work. Isn't there an easier way? Like I said, up here, there are no shortcuts. Safety comes first. Enough clowning around, Francis. Time to work. Yeah, I'm on it. Okay, so we got ourselves a little bit of task over here. Set up the trail, access the trail, tasks. There we go. The setup of the trail. What do we need here? Okay, every trail needs to be set up by the worker before it can be used by the alpinists. So the task consists of various small jobs. Clearing path, marking signs, and mapping overall trail on the tourist map. And this task will require workers to traverse whole length of the trail. I'm definitely going to use this. I am definitely going to assign Francis to it. There we go. So I do believe this is fine. The route is... that's a 43-minute walk. That's perfectly good. So what I really love about this is the fact that you can actually create all these different custom ones, which is absolutely awesome. Okay, trail waiting, there we go, he's going up there, he's setting it up. Alrighty, great work team. The mayor will be heading off soon, which means it's about time for me to go as well. You want to stay with us longer? I've already told you everything you need to safely get started. The rest will come with time and experience. The mountains, nothing replaces practice. You'll always be welcome here. Of course, keep your eyes open. I'll drop by again sometime. We'll be glad to see you. Bloody hell, so he's leaving us at the mercy of the old man? Damn it, Harlan. What have I done to dear Peter to deserve this? They did such an amazing job. We're leaving the shelter well fed and relaxed, and the views absolutely stunning. I'll tell you the rest when I get back. Alright dears, I've finished my report. Where do I turn off the radio? I'll do it. Hand over the headset. Ever the picture of gratitude, that one. Apologies. Oh, no worries. I bet Nicholas was worried sick about our ragtag bunch. Thank you so much. It was truly wonderful stay. I've missed the Valley View more than I thought. And you did a fantastic job fixing up that trail. So, you like to stay? Absolutely. City Hall won't shut up about it for weeks. My dears, I think it's safe to lift your suspension and start sending folks your way. That's amazing news. Thank you. Nicholas, not saying much. Unfortunately, that's not all. Ha! She always got a butt. Legally, you're still not compliant with all the regulations. But since we go way back, Nicholas, I can bend the rules a bit. Let you start earning again. That said, every mountain shelter in this area has to meet certain standards. I'll leave a list. Always with the rules. In a few days, someone will come check if everything looks good. You'll get your permit. But now that you can bring in income, it should be easier. Anyways, I've got to run. Let's stay in touch. Take care and good luck. Thank you again. Safe travels. Finally, she's gone. If she'd stayed one more day, she'd have seen we can barely heat this ruin. And those clouds. How are climbers even going to find out about us? People have been wanting to explore the Corriton again. Once word spreads, we'll be packing. That's true. People used to come even when the trail was closed. We just need to wait. I'm all for waiting under a blanket. I'm dead on my feet. I should turn in for a nap too. We've got to prepare for the crowds. Can't wait. Well, on that note, I think that's about what we can do for this one. I think this game has a lot of potential. Really does. Obviously, like I said, it's a pre-alpha, so there's going to be a few bugs, but I'm super excited to see what they can give us in the future. Now, this is where I'm going to end it. I know I can do the rest of the prologue, and I think this is the end of the prologue, to be quite honest, but, and I can show you chapter 1. But on that note, thank you so much for tuning in, and if you enjoy these videos, feel free to leave a thumbs up, like, and subscribe to the Crunchy Captain to become part of the Crunch community. And I think maybe we'll do a little bit of a playthrough of this one when it is released. This is going to be quite exciting. Well, once again, thanks so much for tuning in, you absolute legends, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.